The following was recorded in front of a live studio audience at the Studio 21 Podcast Cafe. This is the United Podcast Network.
Welcome to Conor Commentary, a hilarious take on news, politics, sports, and current events. It's time to buckle up. Here's Conor.
Welcome back, guys. It is week, I don't even know what, 50-something, right, Ben? Is that what you'd say?
Let's go with 56.
56. There we go. I stopped keeping track for a little while, and we're week 3 in New England. Were we playing extra music today to get really pumped up?
Well, you started talking to me so early, I wasn't fading it down yet.
I know. Ben does two people's jobs over here lately. I have him as my in-house guest, we can call it, I guess, right?
I'm always here for you. You know that.
Co-host and producer and comment reader.
Just all-around good guy.
All-around good guy. That's a great way to describe you.
It's not true, but...
I think it's true.
Oh, thanks, Conor.
A lot of people do. Everyone loves Ben.
We'll see how great you think I am after I quiz the shit out of you today.
I know. I was on Twitter earlier, and I saw Ben's... I didn't cheat. I saw it real quick, and I was like, is this Ben doing riddles on here? I'm like, I got to ask him. I wrote that down in my thing. I'm like, I got to ask Ben if that was him. What's your thing? Do you want anyone to follow you or no?
No.
Okay. I know. I try to put you on to the voiceovers. Tell people to follow you. You don't want any... You want to remain
voiceovers, I have no problem doing it. Someone says, hey, can you give me a voice for this? I do it.
All right. I was trying to get you some publicity, but we'll keep you in the dark. But I saw your thing, and I saw the brain teasers, and I don't think I'm going to get them.
Oh, it's going to be a challenge for you, brother.
It's going to be like when I try and do geographical trivia. That never goes well either.
Yeah, we stopped doing that one.
We did, yeah. I finally got one right, though, right? What was it?
I don't remember.
It was like, where's the Windy City? It was like a gimme. It was something easy, right?
Yeah, Chicago.
Yeah, Chicago. I did not know the capital of Canada, which is Ottawa. Ottawa. Which, speaking of Ottawa, 2 weeks from today, October 7th, I will be bringing my co-host, Ray, from Sportscaster on. So 2 weeks from today, and we have a big announcement.
Is he going to be here live in person?
No, he is still in Canada. I don't think you can come over the border, can you?
Well, Canadians are always welcome here. I just don't think we're welcome there.
Is that what it is?
Probably.
I thought the borders were closed for like COVID or something. I mean, Ray, if you're listening, you're more than welcome to come in person if you want, buddy.
It's only like an 8-hour drive.
That's it, right?
He's in Toronto?
He is in Toronto,
It's like an 8-hour drive.
That's not bad.
Right.
So it's probably, what, a 2-hour plane ride?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Right?
Never been to Toronto.
No, me neither. I'm going to go at some point, though. I'm going to come up there and see you.
Yeah.
But I don't think you can exit the country. I think there's like 4 or 5 countries that you can go to and come into from right now.
Bahamas is one of them.
Is it?
Yeah.
You have big plans to go to the Bahamas?
So our studio audience is getting all hot and bothered by that. They can't wait to go back to Atlantis.
Are you going to the Bahamas? No?
No. I'm making shit up.
I was like, all right, maybe days for vacation in the Bahamas. Is that really one, or are you just making that up?
No, that is genuinely open.
It is, okay.
And I believe Portugal. There's like 6 countries that you can go to vacation at right now.
Right.
Yeah.
Portugal's one of them?
Portugal is one of them.
Very nice weather there as well, right?
Some parts of it,
The Azores?
Yeah. Well, the Azores are in the middle of the Atlantic.
Okay.
Is
that Portugal, though?
Yeah.
Okay.
So is New Bedford.
So, yeah, so is it New Bedford, seriously.
Yeah.
Shout out to all my Portuguese people out in New Bedford. Did you know that I am very Portuguese?
I did. You told me this before.
I did. All right.
Yeah. Carney, Carney.
Yep.
Such a Portuguese name.
Right.
No, but it's always like the Portuguese
Especially Conor, too.
Portuguese and Irish always seem to find each other.
Do you think so?
Yes.
I feel like I'm the only person I've ever met that is Portuguese and Irish.
Well, I'll have to bring my friend Andy.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Ben. What did you think of this week's performance?
All right. So we're going back to Sunday night.
We got to break it down. Sunday night. Did you watch the whole game or did you fall asleep?
I watched the whole game.
You did. Okay.
I didn't watch it live in the moment.
Yep.
I taped it because I was really tired.
Yep.
I fell asleep. I woke up the next morning, watched the entire thing.
Did you know the outcome first?
No.
Okay.
I'm pretty good I've learned how to avoid all those things.
You're right.
Get in the car, podcast.
Yep.
So I'm not hearing EEI or the Sports Hub or anything, and not anybody's giving me the score, nothing. I can avoid it all.
Okay.
I've learned how to do that over the years. So I finally sit down. It's like 6 a.m. I'm watching this.
Yep.
Because I wake up ridiculously early.
Do you? Are you like Ed? Do you wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning for some reason?
Well, I'm not 1,000 years old, so I'm not that like Ed.
Well, I mean, he also wakes up at like 3:30 in the morning.
Because he's an old man.
So why do you wake up at 3:30 in the morning?
Because I go to sleep really early.
Is that it? Okay.
Yeah. And I have the dogs.
Why,
So
they wake you up?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I watched the game in its entirety,
Yep.
uninterrupted, Fast forward through the commercials, which was fantastic.
I was just going to say, that's actually great.
It's the best way of doing
benefit of that.
And fast forward through the entire halftime show, because that's garbage.
Yep. You can watch the game in an hour and 45 minutes then?
Yeah, it might have even been a little bit shorter than that.
Right. Yeah.
So even though the outcome was not favorable to the New England Patriots or us as fans, and you had an opportunity at the very end of the game to win that game and you got snuffed by a bad decision.
Right.
All in all, fantastic game from the Patriots.
All right, I agree completely.
We were going into a game where we expected them to lose.
Yep, somewhat.
And we didn't expect the offense to be able to throw the ball the way they did.
Yep.
And we were kind of curious how they were going to go about running their offense. They're not going to do what they did against Miami, so how are they going to evolve it and unveil new stuff for a new team? And they looked great.
Right.
That was the best I've ever seen Cam throw the football. And because I've talked to you about this on the show before, I always worry about Cam throwing the football because he has terrible fundamentals.
Right.
And he looked great.
The
ball was coming out fantastic. And I don't know if I said this to you last week or if I said it on my radio show. My worry with him throwing the football has never been through the middle of the field.
Yeah.
It's always been towards the sidelines. What happened when he threw the ball towards the sideline? Picked off.
Oh, he did. He did get picked off towards the sidelines. You're right. You did say that last week, too. I remember you saying that. That was on here.
But in the middle of the field, he was dominant throwing the ball. Ball came out crisp and clean every single time. Tight, beautiful spirals, right on the money for the most part. And him and Edelman had an immediate connection.
Right.
And it was fantastic to watch. So I came away from the game, even though you got a loss, thinking that, okay, there's something a little more legit here than I thought there was going to be with this team. And I still have some reservations. But coming away from that game, I was damn impressed.
Right, I was too. I was too. Afterwards, it sucked that they lost, but I almost felt like they won in a weird way just because they played so well. I mean, the defense kind of struggled, but the offense was unstoppable, man. They put up 30 points. They almost scored at the end. Do you think they should have thrown the ball?
Last play?
Monday morning quarterback. Everyone, if they ran it in and it worked, it was the greatest decision. If they got stuffed, then they should have thrown it, right?
Well, you could have gone more to the outside with the ball, even if you ran it. You could have gone more of a sweep as opposed to, the draw that he was running.
That play had worked all night, though. That's what sucks.
Yeah, and that's one of those situations where you're looking, and I was looking at it and going, you got 10 men in the box there. Right. Really.
So they called the timeout before, too, so I think they knew that play was coming, and they just went all in on it.
Yeah.
Seattle.
Well, that's what I would have done as a defensive coordinator.
Right.
I would have done exactly that.
Yeah.
And said, no, I'm going to make sure Cam can't beat me with his legs because we know he can do that, so we're going to try and take that away. And they did a great job with it. It was frustrating to watch. It was a bad decision. I wished he had changed it up at the line because if you were seeing what I was seeing, I'm like, hey, you're not going anywhere with this.
Yeah, as soon as they lined up before he snapped the ball, I had a very bad feeling about that play.
Same.
Yeah, I was like, oh boy, this does not look good.
Yeah.
So you watched in the morning and you did not know that they had lost. That's crazy.
No.
That's so hard
I did that with the Celtics the other day too.
Did you?
Yeah. I fell asleep in the first quarter, but I'm always taping the games.
Yep.
So I just woke up at about 5:30 and turned it on. And
how's your Celtics prediction? You predicted that they were going to win in 7 and play the Lakers. How's that
still
going?
Looks good for me.
Does it still look good?
Yeah.
What's the thing
I was taking a lot of crap for that, by the way.
Were you?
After the 2 losses. So you're down 2-0 in a 7-game series.
Right.
And I was the only one, at least on the radio station that I'm on, saying, oh no, I'm still fine.
Yeah.
They're going to come back and they're still going to win this series.
What's the series at right now?
2-1 in favor of Miami.
Of Miami? When's the last time they played? I feel like they played
tonight.
A while. They played tonight. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll have to
Come
watch
on
it.
now.
I'll have to watch it.
You got a sports show. You got to know this.
I know. Seriously. It's mostly all Patriots. I cover football, okay?
That's fair.
I don't blame you.
A
little bit of baseball, but I've kind of forgotten about baseball. They're still playing, right?
They are. They're wrapping down the regular season right now.
Are they?
The playoff bubble is about to begin shortly.
Are they going to do a bubble for the playoffs?
Yeah, they're doing 2 bubbles.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Where are they? America?
One's in California.
Yeah.
The other one might be either in Texas or Arizona. I'm not positive.
Oh, really? I'm surprised.
Yeah, I don't care where the bubble is, but
yeah, I'm surprised they're doing it in California.
Yeah, that shocked me too.
Right.
I was a little surprised by that, but hey, if you got the infrastructure, you got the infrastructure. What can you do?
Right.
Ed Sullivan chiming in,
yep,
as he always does. Cam is
always
better than
appreciated.
Cam is better than Tom Brady.
Right now, I would say yes.
Good thing we got rid of Brady.
I know. Honestly, in hindsight, I was so mad when they got rid of Brady. I was upset. I wanted him to retire a Patriot. But now, looking at it this season, I think Cam looks like the guy. And you know what I love is the chemistry. I'm surprised by how, well, not surprised, but a lot of people didn't think he was going to be like this much of a leader.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel like he's taken on the Patriots way really well.
Well, I think when you listen to enough former players, whatever sport it is, you realize they have a lot more respect for other players in that sport, past, present, whatever, than we as fans do. So I think these other players had far more respect for Cam than we ever would have given them credit for, or more respect than we ever did for Cam as well. They know how good of a player he is. They know how hard he is to bring down. They know what challenges he can provide to a defense.
Yeah.
So when you understand that and go through it and you go, all right, it kind of makes a little more sense because they know he's a baller. They know he can go out there and carve up a defense almost at will sometimes.
Right. That's what I mean. That's what he did to Seattle.
Whereas we sit back and we look at everything and pick it apart the other way.
Right.
He can't do this. He can't do that. He's not that good at this. And I'm guilty of that as anyone is.
Is this a Boston thing, though, or is this universal?
It's universal, but Boston likes to think it's more special.
Right.
Yeah.
Or
we've got the toughest sports reporters no, they're the same everywhere. You guys all suck.
Yep. There's always a negative spin to be put on it, right?
Yeah, of course. That's what we do.
There's always something to be upset about by the teams.
Yeah.
What happened with the MLB, though? Just to go back to that real quick. How are they letting teams in the playoffs? Because half the teams didn't play as many games as the other teams.
Winning percentage?
That's what it's going by?
Yeah.
So that's crazy. Because I know the Cardinals missed a ton of games, but if their winning percentage is better, they're going to make it?
Yeah.
Are they going to make it?
I don't know.
This is going to be such a weird
I haven't been following it that closely.
You haven't? Okay. I stopped following it, too, because the Red Sox
stink.
They're horrible.
So I haven't paid that close attention because I don't care what, the Braves are doing or the Dodgers are doing.
Right. I think that's so funny, though, is because there's teams that didn't even play the full slate of games and they're going to make the playoffs. But what if they went on a tear or vice versa? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think the Cardinals missed like 11 games. What if they went like 3-8? Now they're still going to make the playoffs even though they missed those 11 games.
Yeah.
It's kind of, I don't know what the word for it is.
Well, they've also expanded the playoffs this year.
Yeah, that's true.
So
the whole thing is just kind of a Mickey Mouse league this year.
Yeah, well, it's kind of a Mickey Mouse sport.
Do you think so?
Yeah. I'm not a big fan anymore. I used to love the game.
Yeah.
Played for a long time. I kind of hate it now.
Do you? Yeah.
In a way. Not full on like, oh, baseball's the drizzling shits. Like, man, it's just kind of boring. Do I need 4 hours of this crap?
Right, I know. The games do drag on.
Yeah.
Oh, man. The Red Sox are in the running to get the first pick, though, right?
Yeah, they're in the running with the Pirates, I believe.
They should be full on tank mode, right?
Yeah.
Who's the number one guy? Do you know?
No.
I don't know who it is either. Does it even matter in baseball? Isn't the kid like whoever it's going to be like 5 years away from making the team?
Yeah, typically that's the case. When you think the best player in the game, Mike Trout I think he was like the 19th overall pick. It doesn't matter.
Right.
There's rare exceptions like Ken Griffey Jr., number one overall pick, obviously.
Yeah.
And he was a superstar.
Did he go straight to the MLB though?
He played.
I've never seen. Has that ever happened? I don't think it ever has.
It has.
It has?
Red Sox did it.
They did it? Did they?
I can't remember the pitcher's name. He came out of St. John's. He was a hard-throwing relief pitcher, and they brought him straight up.
Modern era?
This was 2006.
Oh, okay.
Right in that era. I can't remember the kid's name. He flamed out.
He was a draft pick, though? It wasn't like Daisuke Matsuzaka?
No.
When they go and buy the players?
No. He was a straight-up draft pick.
He was. Wow.
Yeah. It happens from time to time. Not that often, but it does happen.
Right, because I feel like in the NFL, as soon as they draft somebody, they're expected to play that season if they're a first-round pick. Especially if you're a first overall pick. You know what I mean?
The exception is sometime quarterback.
Yes.
Where you're like, I'd rather have him sit and watch for a year.
Yeah.
Another comment from the viewing audience, at least. Baseball is for old, dull people.
Oh.
People even older and duller than Ed Sullivan.
Who said that?
Ed Sullivan.
Okay. Good point, Ed.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true. We could ask the studio audience, when's the last time you sat through an entire baseball game? And they don't even respond.
Never.
They don't even respond. I think the answer was 1986.
Yeah. I haven't sat through one this whole season, I don't think. Very rarely. This has been a tank of a season since the start. But that's why we're on to the Patriots.
Yes.
We're on to New England. What do you think about Vegas?
We're on to Cincinnati.
We're on to Cincinnati. We're on to Vegas, though. They look good Monday night. You watch that game?
They did look really good. And yeah, I had to watch it. I got fantasy football on the line here.
Touche.
And I put up a hell of a comeback, but I fell short ultimately.
Did you?
Yeah.
I did too, but I won. Darren Waller?
Yep.
My
He's
guy
a
too.
Monster. And
he
Jacobs.
is a monster.
I have both of them.
Oh, yeah, both of them. Did Jacobs do anything?
Yeah, he put up like 20 points.
Right? Did he? Yeah, he puts up 20 points in his sleep. Darren Waller, though, that's the thing. I'm worried about him as far as fantasy because I feel like the Patriots are going to shut him down.
It happens from time to time. That's why sometimes you stream tight ends, but
right.
He's pretty damn good. And always remember this with the Patriots and tight ends, with the exception of what happened in week 1 with Gesicki, who's pretty good and everyone thinks he's going to be really good.
Yep.
They have trouble with tight ends.
Right.
Historically, they've always had trouble with tight ends, particularly over the middle of the field. They just haven't been able to scheme against it for years. This isn't a new thing. This isn't even really that old.
Well, there's few good tight ends in the game to begin with. There's only like a handful that are actually really good.
Yeah, but they'll get carved up by ones that you're like, who the hell is that guy?
Right.
It happens. So I wouldn't be too worried if I were you. I'm not that worried. I'm leaving him there.
Well, I'm going to leave him there. But the only thing I'm concerned about is that's what Bill Belichick does. He knows that they want to throw the ball to him repeatedly, so he's just going to go all in on stopping him.
Yeah, do you think Bill Belichick's worried?
So you did pull it up. For anyone who saw this on Twitter today, Bill Belichick, do you guys think that he has slept at the stadium since Sunday night? Since he came back from Seattle, has he gone home? That's my question. Ben, what do you think?
No.
After seeing that picture.
No, he has not gone home.
You think he slept there the past 3 nights?
Of course.
3 nights?
Of course.
That shirt, man, he couldn't even wear one that's like a cut-off sleeve hoodie that's somewhat new or clean.
He's the richest man that looks homeless.
That's the best way to put it. He's the richest man that looks homeless.
Yeah, he's got a little like Howard Hughes to him.
He really does. When I saw that this morning, I'm like, he looks like he's shaking his cup for change and then coming and coaching the team.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Good for him. He just does not care, though.
No. He doesn't care what you think.
No, absolutely not. God bless him. I've never seen anyone that just cares less than he does. And the funniest part to me about that is that whatever the room it is, they have a million shirts where he can probably just go and grab anything he wants for free.
Yeah.
So he could just go get something new at any given time, yet he chooses to wear that.
He doesn't give a damn what you think about him.
Right.
Especially how he dresses.
Did you ask him questions in person when you went to this Gillette?
From time to time, you'd have to feel out what his mood was. You would know right away when he walked in whether or not he was in a good mood or bad mood, because I was the first person he would see.
Yep.
Because he'd have to walk by me to go into the studio at Gillette Stadium. And if he acknowledged my presence, chances are they won the game.
Yep.
First of all, if he acknowledges that I'm there.
Were you there right after the game?
No. This is Monday.
Monday, okay.
Or Tuesday if they play on Monday night.
Yeah, yep.
If he acknowledged me, that I existed and was a breathing human being, the interview's going to be all right.
Yep.
If he doesn't acknowledge me, it's going to go one of two ways. It's either going to be a complete train wreck or you're going to get random gold.
Yep.
And then after the interview was done, he was a little more, if he was in a good mood, he's a little more playful. You could talk to him. And I never had a problem going up and saying something to him or, asking him a question about something or like, hey, this is what I saw in this. What would you think about that? I never had a problem with it. I don't care. I'm not scared of him or intimidated by him.
Right.
Not that he's a small man. He's actually kind of a large guy.
Is he?
Yeah. He's about the same height. He's about 6'1", and maybe
is he?
220.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't see that on TV.
No, because he's surrounded by giants that are all 6'6" and 325 pounds.
All right. That's very true. That's funny. So was he usually miserable though?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if you needed him to do something, he would do it for you.
Yeah.
There's times when I always hated this because I never liked people in my position to ask the celebrities, quote unquote, whoever we had in for interviews, for pictures or autographs or anything. I always thought that was unprofessional.
Right. Were you the guy that they
I had
sent
to do it a couple times. Yeah, twice.
They're like, oh, we'll make Ben ask him.
Can you? Because I didn't care.
Right.
But even though I think it's unprofessional, I'd let it be known, this isn't cool to do this.
Right.
You're kind of ambushing someone in a situation where you shouldn't ask them this. But whatever, I got to do it anyway. And every time I asked him to do it, hey, could you sign this ball for us? It's for a charity event, blah, 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 Jimmy Fund, whatever it was. He was great about it every time. And if he didn't have the right pen, he'd make you go get the right pen so it doesn't come out bad.
Yeah.
He knew exactly how to sign stuff, and he'd always put the number of the Super Bowls in there too.
Would he?
Yeah. Sly little bastard.
Good for him, man. Good for him. All right, today on Twitter, we already said you had the riddles. I want to hear some riddles. Ed is proclaiming that he's going to know the answers.
Well, Ed's smarter than all of us, so he'll probably know the answers.
That's very true. Did you give him a glimpse into what the questions are going to be or no?
I might have said one or two of them to him earlier. I'm not positive. I was quizzing other people.
What is the over-under for the amount of questions that I'm going to get correct?
How many should we give you? 5?
Yeah, if you give me 5, how many do you think I'll get right?
All right, I'm going to start.
Is it 0.5 the over-under?
I think like Dean Wormer said in Animal House, 0.0.
0.0.
There we go. That one was for the audience.
Nice.
All right.
Great movie. Oh,
first one. How many months of the year have 28 days?
I know the answer. All of them.
Oh! You're the only one here that got that right on the first try.
Really?
Good for you.
Wow.
Good for you. All right, so you already exceeded. Well, let's just stop now.
How many?
We'll quit while you're ahead,
Well, wait,
Connor.
how many people did you ask?
4.
Wow, okay, nice.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Next question.
Yep.
What has hands and a face, but can't hold anything or smile?
What has hands and a face, but can't hold anything or smile?
Studio audience knows.
Did you already tell him?
No.
No?
I didn't talk to him about it.
I don't know. What is it?
It's a clock.
A clock. That's very true. Wow.
All right, you're
hands and a face, but they can't hold anything or smile. Okay.
You're 1 and 1.
Yep.
All right.
I wouldn't have got that.
Next one. It belongs to you, but your friends use it more. What is it?
It belongs to you, but your friends use it more.
The gears are turning.
This is a tough one.
Now, there's 2 answers to this that I'll accept.
Yep. Yeah, I thought you were going to give me a hint there or something. No?
No.
Okay, it's just 2 answers that you'll accept.
Connor, you're going to get this right.
You think so?
Connor, you're going to get this right.
Confidence? I don't know.
Confidence? Connor, you didn't get it right.
I didn't get it right. What were you trying to do there? I thought you were trying
Your
to give me a
name.
hint again. Oh, your name. Wow.
Why do you
Okay.
think I kept saying your name?
Oh, I didn't know. Oh, my God.
Sully got it. All right. Here we go. Question number 4.
Yep.
Kate's mother has 3 children. Snap, crackle, and?
Pop. Snack, crackle, and pop. That's the thing,
Kate's
right?
mother has 3 children.
Kate's
Snap,
mother has
crackle,
3
and?
children.
Repeat the question back to yourself.
Kate's mother has 3 children. Oh, Kate.
There you go. All right.
Snap, crackle, and pop. That's what? The Rice Krispies, though,
They're
right?
the Rice Krispie
Okay.
treats, guys.
Okay.
All right, I'll give you one more.
Yep.
Last one. Here we go. There's only one word in the dictionary that's spelled wrong. What is it?
There's only one word in the dictionary that's spelled wrong. Dictionary?
No. No.
There's only one word.
There's only one word in the dictionary that's spelled wrong. What is it?
Wrong.
There you go.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Oh, I had to think about that one.
All right.
That's what you have to do in those things.
I'm
though,
proud
huh?
of you.
Right?
Proud
I
of
got
you.
like 2.5 out of 5, right?
Yeah, you hit the over.
I hit the over. I went way over.
Somehow Ed made money on that.
Did he?
Yeah.
He had the over?
Yeah.
Wow. What did he say? What
Just
was his guess?
Making that up too. Last thing he said is Belichick's got about 35 million.
Is that
And then,
is
then
that
he was
his
answering
estimate?
them. Yeah.
Is there a Belichick net worth? Because they don't disclose his salary, right?
No.
Have they ever disclosed his salary?
I
know
I believe they did early on, but
Way back in the day?
yeah, we don't know what he makes.
No, I know. How much do you think he
12?
makes? 12 million?
12 million a year?
How long do you think he's been making that type of money? A decade?
Yeah, probably.
And before that, he must have still been making a ton of money because
He was probably I don't remember what coaches were making in the early 2000s, but he was probably already at 4 million. a year.
right, because it was all the way back when I'm reading the Dynasty. You said you didn't read it, huh?
No,
You lied, Ben. You said you were going to
I
read
did.
it.
I'm sorry.
Great book, by the way. For anybody who loves the Patriots, you have to read it. But in the book, when he was the New York Jets fake head coach, he made $1 million that year. It was like the whole dispute where Bill Parcells was the coach, but he couldn't technically be the coach, so he was like a consultant, and Belichick was the coach.
Yeah, but Belichick didn't actually coach. He was the
Right.
assistant coach. And
He was the assistant coach, and
then
Parcells was like a consultant or something.
well, Parcells went upstairs to be like the GM, team president type of situation.
Yeah.
And Belichick supposedly thought Parcells wasn't going to be there anymore or something
Right.
like that, and
Well,
didn't really want to work for him again.
Yeah, Parcells did a bunch of weird stuff when he left the Patriots because he was supposed to be under contract with the Patriots and he was supposed to not coach for like a year.
Yeah, but that's why they traded.
Right. But that's why they traded. But also, there was something else there where he couldn't coach another team other than New England. So they gave him like a fake title to not be the coach. and then he did something else, and Bill Belichick was the coach, something like that.
Yeah, and then Bill Belichick resigned as the HC of the NYJ on a napkin.
He did.
Brilliant.
He did.
Love it.
I read the note. They had the actual note of what he put. It was like 3 sentences.
No, it was, I resign as HC of NYJ.
Yep.
That's what it was.
On a napkin.
On a napkin.
They put it in quotation marks and put it in the book.
He's no Hedy Lamarr.
Who's Hedy Lamarr?
Hedy Lamarr was a, okay.
No.
Hedy Lamarr was a famous entertainer in like the 30s. And she came up with the theory
Oh, it was a lady?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought Hedy was a guy.
No, that was Hedley Lamarr, and that was Blazing Saddles.
I don't know. Blazing Saddles is another movie.
Remember. Yeah.
I don't know any movies.
That was one of the Mel Brooks movies.
Okay.
Hedy Lamarr was a famous entertainer, and she came up with the theory for radar on a cocktail napkin.
All right.
Yeah.
I actually think I heard this.
That's as far as the story as I know.
This is not a true story, though, is it? Or is it a true story?
I believe it's true.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So then what happened? Somebody just stole it from her?
I don't know.
You looking it up?
Now I got to look it up.
Yeah, look it up. I want to know.
Thank God for Google.
I remember hearing something like this, though. Yeah, the lady that made the thing for radar on a cocktail napkin. That sounds vaguely familiar.
At the beginning of World War II, Lamarr and composer George Antheil developed a radio guidance system for Allied torpedoes, intended to use frequency-hopping spread spectrum technology to defeat the threat of jamming by the Axis powers. She also helped improve aviation designs for Howard Hughes. Hey, that came up twice there.
Nice.
While they dated during the war.
Oh.
Although the U.S. Navy did not adopt Lamarr and Antheil's invention until 1957, various spread spectrum techniques are incorporated into Bluetooth technology and are similar to methods used in legacy versions of Wi-Fi. Recognition of the value of their work resulted in the pair being posthumously inducted into the National Inventors Hall of Fame in 2014.
The National Inventors Hall of Fame. Who do you think's in that?
Edison? Tesla?
Yeah.
I think my mom should be in there.
What did your mom invent?
She's got like 40 patents.
No way.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
She's legit invented stuff?
Not really.
No? She just made patents?
She was a part of R&D teams, product development teams for Duracell.
Okay.
And she usually headed those teams.
Yep.
And a part of that, she gets a piece of the patent or whatever.
Oh, really?
So we have all these stupid little coins, the patent coins, at our house, or her house. I don't live there.
Is that like residual income, though? Does she still get money off things she patents? No?
No, because
that would be cool if they kept selling it.
It's all under the umbrella of Duracell, which I think is owned by Procter & Gamble.
Are they?
Yeah.
There's like 10 companies that own the world, right?
Yeah, Amazon.
Amazon, yeah.
TwoGuysCigars.com.
Yep, that too.
Those are the two companies that I think of that rule the world, at least in their little sectors.
Neck and neck.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I saw that the other day. It's like this company owns this company, and then it's like these massive companies are owned by other massive companies.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much how it works. Like when you look at all the TV stations, they're owned by like 3 other people. And Disney owns everything now.
Right.
It's Disney, Amazon, Disney.
Yeah, because I actually read that in
Walmart. I don't know.
I read that in the Dynasty when they were talking about like the different TV stations. But it was like Robert Kraft used to own a TV station and like a radio station or something.
Yeah.
And then they sold it to like ABC, and ABC owned like all of the media was owned by like three places. It's like the radio stations are also owned by the same people, and the TV stations. It's like
you couldn't
all
use
by
to do
the same
that.
thing.
You actually couldn't do that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you couldn't have too much media presence in one town, in one market. Excuse me.
Touché.
So you couldn't have like a newspaper and a radio station. You couldn't have like John Henry's got the Team, he's got Nesson, and he's got the Globe. Like you used to not be able to do that.
Right. He kind of has control over what you hear about sports to a certain extent in this area.
He's got almost complete control over the narrative surrounding the Red Sox. Almost.
I know they never publish anything really negative about the Red Sox. Anything that happens with the Red Sox, you never.
But you know what they do publish a lot of?
Patriots.
Yep.
All the time.
They're always digging at the Patriots.
Always digging at the Patriots.
Yeah.
He went after Robert Kraft hard over the
masks when he flew him in from China.
He
went after him
for the yes, that's what I was going to say.
It's the reason why there's not a camera on me.
Yeah, Jupiter, Florida was what he went after him for. We'll leave it at that. Which is I think they officially like lost that case this week.
Oh, really?
Well, Robert Kraft won. I mean, yeah.
Oh, good for him.
They're not going to take it any further.
I don't care if a 77-year-old man needs a little happiness once in his life.
I know. Give him a break, right? Fucking guy. All right. Speaking of that, what do you think Sunday? What's the prediction? Vegas is 2-0.
Patriots, Raiders.
Yep.
Belichick, Gruden. Newton Carr.
Carr looks good, man. I'm kind of surprised.
He's not that bad.
He's really not that bad. He's actually pretty good.
I'm going to go Patriots win.
Yep.
Because I think they're pissed that they lost that game because they could have and probably should have won that game.
They definitely could have. The Seahawks played a great game, though.
Yeah, Russell Wilson
was phenomenal. Yeah, he was unbelievable.
All right, if I have to do a prediction for Patriots Raiders Sunday,
yep,
I am going to go 24.
Okay.
12.
24-12 Patriots?
Yes.
You think they're going to hold them to that fewer points?
Yeah.
All right, we'll see. I think the Patriots are going to score a little bit more. I'll say 28-20 Patriots.
All right. That's not bad.
That's the plan. What's the spread? Do we know?
No, I don't gamble, so I don't.
You don't gamble at all?
No.
No, just straight fantasy football?
Just straight fantasy football.
And you had the bold prediction last week come completely correct, which I almost guaranteed that it wouldn't. That
I don't even remember.
That Lazard was going to have more fantasy points than Devontae Adams.
Oh yeah, I'm a fantasy genius. What do you want from me?
What an absurd declaration that was last week. That came true.
And I was right.
You were right. You were absolutely correct. What's the bold prediction this week?
Bold fantasy football prediction.
Bold fantasy football prediction.
Bold fantasy prediction for this week.
I can't believe that came right last week.
Who are the Bucks playing?
The Bucks. Who are the Bucks playing? The Colts, maybe?
Gronk is going to have a top 3 tight end finish this week.
This week?
Tight end finish.
All right. Wow.
Hedging my bets there, but Gronk will have he'll have like 2 touchdowns, and that'll somehow get him into the top 3.
Let's see who they're playing.
That's my bold finish. Don't look it up I'll look it up.
No, let me see. I have it right here. We're looking for Tampa Bay is playing Denver
Broncos.
They're playing the Denver Broncos at 425. Wow, so you think Gronk's going to actually make a thing? What do you have to say about Bruce Arians?
He's a buffoon?
Yeah, what is he saying? He's just talking a bunch of trash, huh?
He's an idiot.
He is, what it seems.
He's an absolute idiot.
He's just harping all over them. I don't know if that's going to get them going, but they need to do something because Gronk's almost non-existent. He might as well have stayed retired at this point.
He isn't still retired.
Basically, he is. He had like 1 target last week, and the week before he caught like 1 pass for 8 yards or something.
Patriots are -6.
Patriots are -6, okay.
So both of our predictions have them covering.
Touche.
Right? Is that how that works?
That's how that works. So anybody out there who's thinking about gambling, you have the expert opinion here of Ben that the Patriots will, in fact, cover, and Gronk will be a top 3 tight end fantasy-wise. So fire up Gronk if he's in your lineup. All right, anything else to add?
Did we get your mom's picks?
I have them, but we didn't do them last week, so now it's all conjumbled.
Why?
Because last week we missed.
So what?
Should we just?
What are her picks this week?
Should we keep going?
Yeah, we'll power through.
Well, we should start a new record then, or something. Or should I do it week by week? I was thinking.
Do it week by week.
I botched week 2 there. All right, let's see. First game, Jacksonville, Miami. My mother has Jacksonville. Who are you taking?
I'll take Jacksonville. I like Gardner Minshew. I know not a lot of other people do, but I do.
He's a interesting looking dude as well. Yeah. Minnesota, Tennessee. We got Tennessee here.
Okay.
I personally am saying Minnesota.
Me too.
They're 0-2. They have to win eventually. New York Giants without Saquon Barkley versus San Francisco without Raheem Mostert.
Is Jimmy playing?
Jimmy G, probably not. High ankle sprain. I doubt he plays. Half the team. My mom's still taking San Francisco.
I'm still taking San Francisco.
Too. The Giants suck. Buffalo Rams, though. That's going to be a good game.
That should be interesting.
My mom is taking Buffalo.
I will take... Ooh, I so want to take Buffalo in that one.
I think I might take the Rams.
Yeah, I'm going to go with you. I'm going to take the Rams.
I think the Rams are going to be really good this year.
Yeah, your mom don't know shit.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see at the end of this week.
I know. She'll probably get them all right, and we'll be like, oh.
I know. New England, Vegas. We're all taking New England there. That's New England throughout. Pittsburgh, Houston, taking Pittsburgh. I'm also going to take Pittsburgh. I don't know what Houston's doing. They desperately need to win, though.
Yeah, they should fire their coach.
Yeah, they should do something, yeah. Pittsburgh's defense is really good.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Pittsburgh in that. Houston just looks like an absolute train wreck right now.
They look like a train wreck, and that front seven isn't
Billy O'Brien's a clown, too.
Yeah, that's a tough defense to get right against on the road, even though there's no fans.
Next!
Philadelphia, Cincinnati, going Philadelphia.
Cincy, baby.
I'm going to go Cincy, too, man. I think Philadelphia's a train wreck, too. Speaking of train wrecks.
And Cincy looks kind of good.
I know.
Burrow has connected
looks
with
like the guy.
Tyler Boyd, and they've got a good thing going. Joe Mixon's a good running back.
Yep.
I like what they're doing there.
AJ Green's still alive, technically.
Technically, he's getting the ball thrown to him 15 times a game, but only catching 3 passes, and that's pissing me off.
Yep.
But
if
they look good.
If they up that to 30 targets a week, he might have himself a day. Cleveland, Washington. They're going to take Cleveland here. That's a tough game, too.
I'm going to go Washington.
Washington's got a great front seven as well.
Fuck the Browns.
Fuck the Browns. I agree. I'm not really a Browns fan. Atlanta, Chicago. Going Atlanta.
Hotlanta.
I
don't think Julio's playing.
No?
He's
That's
questionable.
not good. Yeah, hamstring injury, huh?
I'm going to go with Chicago.
Okay. I think I'm going to go Chicago there, too. Atlanta, what a collapse. I made it home from work just in time to see that onside kick. That was
fantastic.
That was such a good kick.
Yeah.
It wasn't even a kick.
It was perfect.
He put the ball down.
He just towed the nub of the ball.
Literally, I don't know what he did.
Spun around like a dreidel on the field.
Yeah, one of my buddies was saying, and then I looked at it after. They're like, when he walked up, Zerline looked super confident. Like, he was like expecting them to get it back.
Yeah,
he knew exactly what he was doing,
which is pretty awesome.
That was pretty awesome. And then they all were like waiting to for it to go, and then 10 yards they jumped right on it.
Yeah,
and then after that, I was like, they're gonna win.
Yeah, I wanted them to lose at that point.
Yeah, at that point, yeah, seriously.
What else you got?
Chargers, Carolina are going to take Chargers. No Tyrod Taylor.
Did you hear what happened to him?
The guy injured him.
Team doctor punctured his lung.
Yeah, team doctor injured him.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
What does he know? He's just a doctor, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously. That guy's got to be getting fired or something.
Yeah. Was that the last one?
No,
We've got like 3 or 4 more, right?
We got a lot more here.
Oh,
we still have Indianapolis and the Jets. Going to take Indianapolis here.
Yeah, give me the Colts.
The Jets are a dumpster fire.
Yeah, they suck.
Denver, Tampa Bay here. I'm taking Tampa Bay.
Yep.
Tampa Bay all around. Seattle, Dallas. That's going to be a good game. Seattle. We're all going Seattle. Arizona, Detroit.
Oh, easy.
Arizona.
Cardinals.
Yep, Cardinals here. Now, here's 2 tough ones in a row. Sunday night, New Orleans, Green Bay.
New Orleans, Green Bay. I'm going to go with Green Bay.
Green Bay. I think, I don't know.
That's a tough one, though.
My mom's going New Orleans. Drew Brees didn't look good last week. He hasn't looked good yet. But you know what? They just lost. They need a win. They're at home in the Superdome.
Yeah.
They play well there, even without fans.
Rodgers looks really good right now.
Rodgers looks really good right now. He does. Rodgers looks really good.
So I'm not going to...
that could be a shootout. For anyone who gambles, maybe the over there. And speaking of the over, Baltimore, Kansas City Monday night.
Oh, that's going to be fun.
I hope that's like a 6-3 game.
Why? Ew. No. I hope it's like a 60
The guy I'm going against in fantasy has both teams.
Oh, loser.
So, yeah. 1 touchdown will be scored total.
Yeah, that's going to be a fun, fascinating game, but I got to go with KC. Even though they struggled. KC struggled last game.
They did.
And they looked bad at some points in the game against a bad team. But I think that's a blip on the radar for them. That's an aberration.
That's just something that's going to happen in a 17-game season.
Yeah.
And a lot of teams are going to be gunning for them, giving them their best game. My mom's going Baltimore. I will go Baltimore.
All right.
So we shall see. Anything else to add?
I got one last thing to add.
All right. Here we go. You guys see how well I did today?
Which word becomes shorter when you add 2 letters to it?
Oh, this is going to be one of those things where it ends in like ER or something, right?
Which word becomes shorter when you add 2 letters to it?
Short.
Yeah!
You can't stump me.
Really?
Except for those times you did. Other than that, I'm unstumpable.
All right. You're like the Riddler.
I'm the Riddler. All right. Don't forget, Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'm on Sportscaster at 9 p.m. with Ray. I'm going to start putting that on Facebook so you guys can check it out. See you guys next week.
The views and opinions expressed by the hosts, guests, or callers of this program do not necessarily reflect the opinions of the Studio 21 Podcast Cafe, the United Podcast Network, its partners, or affiliates.